Hey there, bar is open. So today I'm going to review a Singapore whiskey, the Compendium Rice Whiskey. Hi, SG Alcohol Guy here, giving you honest reviews on the alcohols that I am tasting. As mentioned, today I'll be reviewing a whiskey, the Compendium Rice Whiskey. And this is yet another bottle that I bought during the whiskey journey late last year. So finally, I have the chance to try this out. I remember, of course I remember having it then, but I was really drunk by the end of the session, so I can't remember anything at all. So let's find out. Now, Compendium actually has two whiskies, both are rice whiskies, but this is the premium one. And when I say premium, this Compendium Rice Whiskey is retailing at around 218 Singapore dollars per bottle. For that, you will get a 500 ml bottle, a 50 cl bottle, as you can see here, but it comes with a very healthy 68% alcohol content. 68%. But for its size, it is pretty pricey. In fact, it reminds me a little bit of the Nika by the barrel. I absolutely love this one. If you want to give me any gifts, thank you. But putting that aside, let's see how this Compendium whiskey tastes. Now, as for all whiskeys, I will be reviewing it in three ways. Number one, I will have it neat. In case I'll pour a small portion just to have it neat. Number two, I will be having it with a splash of water just to see how it opens up the whiskey. And finally, I'll be having it on the rocks. So let's begin before my ice melts too much. Brand new bottle, you saw me just open up and remove the seal, the plastic seal. Very nice and tightly sealed. And of course, we'll just pour a small portion. I'll probably head out and get drunk shortly. But carefully pouring it because this is a $218 bottle into the nosing glass of the Glen King glass or the tulip glass. Pop this back on, and what I do with all my whiskeys is I do like to swirl it, before tasting it. I do like to swirl the whiskey in this nosing glass. Main reason is I want to see how long it takes for it to come back down the sides. This one is holding on very well. It's now starting to come down. There's one drop here starting to come down. But even then, it's coming down really slowly. I'm actually expecting, because it comes out the sides that long, you can expect the finish as well at the back of your mouth, the top of your throat. That's roughly the time it takes for it to settle. This will take at least 30 seconds. Scent-wise, you see, in fact, some of it is just barely starting to come down, and that's going to be really amazing in terms of, the finish. Ooh, looking forward to this. Scent-wise, you don't have to put your nose right into it, just above the nosing glass. It has that typical, alcohol smell, that alcohol varnish smell, if you will. But being a 68% alcohol, I'm not expecting anything less. And with that, taste test one. Now for a whiskey neat, what I recommend is just before you taste it, you exhale. And then you take a sip, let it roll on your tongue, swallow it, and then inhale and exhale through your nose. So this allows the flavors to travel in your mouth up to your nose and really lets you have the full experience. So taste test one. Oh, 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 the alcohol. Oh, wow. Oh. Woo, it burns all the way down. Oh. But as expected, it has a very strong, lingering flavor in my mouth. It's a little bit sweet, surprisingly. So the sweetness is lingering in my mouth. Oh, the burn comes down all the way. Oh gosh, still burning me. Still burning me. But there's a bit of a musky aftertaste somewhere here. It's a bit musky. It's actually, I won't say there's layers to it, but it's a very full-bodied whiskey. It's just full of oomph. I probably took too big a sip for this particular whiskey. But it's been, I think, 30, 40 seconds? The taste is starting to disappear. The burn is starting to disappear. Right now it's just here. And the muskiness is also just starting to fade away as well. So the long finish, as expected, is there. But it's not as unpleasant as I thought. It's just really, really strong. Oh. But let's see how this goes with some water. Oh, the taste. Okay, so the taste has disappeared already. That's good. And adding a tad more water because it's a really strong whiskey. Whew. Gonna stir it up a little bit. Taste test too. Please have it with water. You get the full sweetness of this whiskey. You get a very gentle rice flavor as well. Very fragrant, gentle rice flavor. Right in the middle of the mouth, on the middle of the tongue. The burn almost disappears, mild burn. For 68%, mild burn is really good. But the sweetness now comes to the back. It replaces that muskiness. So really, really different texture now. Multiple layers on my tongue. Soothing finish. This compendium goes really well with a splash of water. Now, I didn't mention this, but the back of the label says the pure, unadulterated expression of our flagship rice whiskey. This cask strength release is made for the unabashed pleasure seeker. Yeah, that's true. Prized for its lingering jasmine aromas. Well, that's the rice I was talking about. And old nutty tones. I'm guessing that's the musky flavor that I have. The home Mali grain is given full reign to shine here. Fermented, distilled, and aged in Singapore. Majula, Singapura. And now, let's have it on the rocks. Ice is melting by quite a bit, so it allows me to clear my palate. This time around, I'll just pour very, very little. I usually pour, the full 20 cl. I'll pour lesser this time around because this is still a $200 whiskey. Gently into the glass and cap it back because can't waste a single drop to evaporation. But because it's a big ice cube with huge surface areas, the whiskey is chilled almost immediately upon touching it. So let's see how this whiskey tastes on the rocks. But you can use a solid ice cube like this. You want to use ice shards. You want to use smaller ice cubes. There's no hard preference. There's no right or wrong. Sorry, it's just your own preference. I like this because I like the ice to last longer for more refills. Taste test 3. Having it chilled removed any harshness whatsoever. It's such a sweet and smooth whiskey. You might think you added sugar to it. it will just go down as if it's some sort of soft drink. You know, it's that smooth. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow, this changes the texture and flavor completely. I'm actually speechless. And there you have it. Now, putting aside national pride, I'll tell you that having it neat is really, really harsh. You can see I was just coughing and all that because the fumes was getting into my nose, into my throat. I just couldn't help it but cough and choke a little bit. But it was so much better with a bit of water added to it. The whiskey, the harshness mostly disappeared, but there's more layers to it. If you want an easy drinking whiskey, yeah, drink it on the rocks. I think this would be very easy to drink, but I don't think that's how you should be drinking a $200 bottle of whiskey, especially when there's only 500 ml to go down. So before my personal recommendation, compendium also means to give a very concise summary of a subject. So if the subject is whiskey, then this compendium whiskey really gives a very concise explanation or taste of what whiskey is supposed to be. It's supposed to be solid by itself, it's supposed to be opened up with some water, and I suppose it's easy drinking when you drink it with ice. But personally, I recommend this compendium with a splash of water. Hey there, thanks for watching up to this point. I just want to state that all these reviews are based on my personal taste preferences and opinions. They're not to be used as an industry standard. Oh crap, I missed some. I do want to find out what you think about this compendium whiskey. You know, it's actually available for you to test both at Holland Village and at Changi Airport, GEM. Have you seen it? Have you tried it? Drop me some comments. Let's compare some notes. If you're still here, do help me click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell because I do try to upload at least one new video every week. Plus, if you know of anyone interested in watching such reviews, do help me send the link to the video as well. As always, my friends, happy drinking. I transferred it here because I prefer it without the ice. Happy drinking.